Good evening and welcome, folks, to the Czech Republic. We are getting ready to watch the Basketball Champions League against the Play-Off Qualifier, the second leg between CEZ Nymburk and Dinamo Sassari. And if you turn the clock back and look at what happened between these two teams a couple of weeks ago, boy, it was a result that certainly these fans here in the Czech Republic would not have expected. Their team traveled to Italy and they crashed. They really got blown out of the gym in the second half and ended up losing 94-72. Now, one thing about this Nymburk team, they are tough customers here at home. Also, today, the second legs are being played. Pinar Karšiačka at home against Fraport Skyliners, Ike Athens at home to Juventus Utena, and EVA Baskets Oldenburg going up against Avtodor Saratov. And tomorrow we have 4 more games. Partizan at home against PAOK, MHP Riesen Lewisburg against Maccabi Ram Media, SIG Strasbourg against Eris. And also Umanorai Venezia at home to Ventspils. So there has been a lot of talk about the first leg between these two teams in the playoff qualifier. And as you look at the Dinamo Sassari roster, David Bell has been quite a welcome addition to this team. Trevor Lacey, both of those two players are big-time scorers. Brian Sacchetti, known for the big shot. Duško Ševanović, Tao Ledeka, the big man inside. Josh Carter makes big plays. Rok Stipčević, the Croatian international, has been big-time for Dinamo Sassari. And CEZ Nymburk have also had some of their players that have been big, none more so than that man right there, St. Ruse, the Cuban who does a little bit of everything normally to help his team win ball games. Brian Allen has come out and had some big games. They've got the veteran and the Czech internationals, Peter Benda, Wojciech Hruban, Yuri Welsh, Gene Lars, the point guard, and Howard St. Ruse, who we just talked about. He's a player for Ronan Ginsberg that will score, will hand it off to his teammates. He will get in there and rebound. He's not been too far off from getting the old triple-double. The only player in the league, of course, to do that so far has been EV Baskets Oldenburg's Chris Kramer. Now, that's Yuri Welsh, the veteran Czech international, and then there's St. Ruse. What's going through the minds of these players as they think about trying to get this game back to give themselves a chance? Well, you know that in basketball, this is a big lead, 22 points. But over 2 games, anything can happen. And a big lead can disappear very quickly. But it is a mountain to climb, without question, for this CEZ Nymburk team. Something else that people were talking about, Rok Stipčević, for example, said maybe it's because in the Italian league you can't take any games off. You got to come out ready to play 40 minutes if you're going to get a good result. Perhaps this Dinamo Sassari team was more battle-hardened coming in to this playoff qualifier tie than CEZ Nymburk, who actually had a better record during the regular season. CEZ Nymburk playing the Czech League, and they are pretty much, I wouldn't say they're unbeatable, but there aren't too many teams that are even close to them. They've already won the cup competition. Dinamo Sassari, by the way, got to the final of the Coppa Italia and lost that one to PA7 Armani Milano. That was Federico Pasquini, the coach. So this Dinamo Sassari team, they're out on the court now. Brian Allen and the CEZ Nymburk team, the players rather coming out. There's Benda and Hruban, players that were at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament last summer in Belgrade. Yuri Welsh, the longtime player, Eugene Lawrence. And Ginsberg, how is he going to approach this game? Is he going to try to open it up? One thing you might have to say would work in their favor for Nymburk, who, again, have not lost here at home in the Basketball Champions League. They won all 7 of their games One thing that might work to their favor is if they are able to open up the floor and get it going. And at the same time, will this team from Italy, Dinamo Sassari, be able to play their style of game? Are they going to come out? They were more physical in the first encounter, so they put Nymburk on notice that they're going to have to come out and really get after it if they want to have any success. But Dinamo Sassari in that first game hit 13 three-pointers. There were 13 of 26 from behind the arc. And that is something that really, Ginsburg was not surprised that they were going to launch the threes, but they just could not stop them. They couldn't stop them. They couldn't hurt them on those opportunities. And of course, you know, with the three-pointers, you're going to get a lot of long rebounds. So it just seemed like everything worked to the advantage of Dinamo Sassari in the first leg. However, in that game, things started very well for Nymburk. They jumped out to a 23-20 lead at the end of the first quarter. They were only trailing by a point at halftime, but in the third quarter, the wheels well and truly came off of the Nymburk machine. They were outscored 29-13, and it only got worse in the fourth quarter as Sassari ended up winning by 22 points. And the looks on the CEZ Nymburk players' faces were stunned looks. I mean, they couldn't believe how they had been effectively run out of the gym in Sassari on the island of Sardinia. So the referees tonight from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Switzerland, and Latvia, Ademir Zarapovic, Marcos Michailidis there. And you've also got, let's look back at the regular season for these two teams, because this is, when you remember how they finished. First of all, Dinamo Sassari starting with Bell, Lacey, DeVecchi, Sicchetti, and Ledeca. Now in Group A, Nymburk won 10 of their 14 games and finished in third place. Sassari won 7 of their 14 games and barely made the playoff qualifier. And there's Coach Pasquini, Federico Pasquini. Pasquini is, well, he was under a little bit of fire there when the team was struggling. That, you know, they had to win their last 2 games in the regular season to get here. They were 5-7, but they did get a couple wins to finish 7-7 and come in 5th place. For Nymburk, Brian Allen, Ruban, Wojtek Ruban, Welsh, Simpson, and St. Ruth are in the starting 5. And Ronan Ginsburg, who also, by the way, has been the coach of the Czech Republic national team. He coached them to that impressive finish back at Eurobasket 2015, and they got a spot in the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. So, without question, it's the approach for these guys is, let's get the bad taste out of our mouths from the first game. Let's focus on what we want to do. Let's be physical today. Let's don't get pushed around, as happened at times in Sardinia. And let's just try to chip away at this big deficit. You're not going to get it all back at once. We're in the Sportovny Hala Nymburk. That's the facility. Also going on tonight, Pinar Karšiaka already well up on top of Fraport Skyliners. So they trailed by 10 points after the first leg, and they're up 24-8 early in the second quarter. So again, the referees Oscar Lucic and Lavdia Marcos Michaelidis and Ademir Zarapovic. And Chantal Julien is the commissioner. So we are off, and it's Dinamo Sassari who lead this tie by 22 points. Have won the opening tip. They're wearing the green, attacking the basket to our left on the screen. David Bell goes baseline and stepped out of bounds. So the ball turns over to the home side. The team lost by 10 in the Coppa Italia over the weekend in the final. Ruban, very athletic. There's the ball up top. Gives it over to St. Ruth, who's going to put up a three. And it's going to be off the back of the rim. Simpson is going to get the rebound, miss it. And then I think hanging on the rim is going to be the call on Allen as they try to follow up the miss. So a couple of looks here early on. Simpson would have liked his chances of scoring from that spot, but missed. So a minute into the contest and neither team has scored. Now DeVecchi, his ball rattles out. Simpson gets it over to St. Ruth. Allen for three, doesn't hesitate, and he knocks in the three-pointer. So you can see the aggregate score down at the bottom. That's the one that really matters on the graphic. And Allen has had some big games. And you can see the coach in that highlight, Ginsburg, telling his guys, come on, let's extend our defense. Let's get a little bit of pressure on them full court. Make them take some time off the clock. Let's hurry them up. Make them feel uncomfortable. Now Lacey whips it out to Bell for three. And again, good job from Ledeca to knock it out. The offensive rebound. And now DeVecchi has the ball knocked away by St. Ruth. Sacchetti, good, the three-pointer. And that knots it at three apiece. Allen quickly comes back, and the offensive rebound, the position rather by Welsh, and the foul was called on Lacey as he came from behind. Another look at that play. So David Bell hands it off. And I thought that was going to be the call, but they actually say that Sacchetti was fouled, and the turnover, the offensive foul was on Simpson. So that was the call. Now St. Ruth drives in, misses. Simpson tries to keep it alive, and now quickly Lacey brings it up the floor. DeVecchi, and Simpson could not quite get hold of it. So nearly 3 minutes in. You see the pressure, the gambling by the defense. Trying to get easy points. Now Ledeca inside, goes up, is denied. Now Brian Allen, see they push it quickly, and then Lacey meets him at midcourt to stop the break. No question it was a foul. I'm not sure what he was querying from the referee. Allen. Over to Ruban. Welsh with the rebound. Over to Sanrus. And that's good. A three-pointer. And Ginsburg likes what he sees. So the turnover goes against Dinamo Sassari. Now here's a look at Sanrus left wide open. And inside the pass, and Sanrus again gets fouled by Ledeca. So you can see quite clearly on that replay, he's in the shooting motion, so he's going to get a couple of free throws. So Sanros makes the first and the second. So Sanros's free throws take it up to 8-3. Now Lacey. And right at the line misses. And Welsh with the rebound. Remember, the aggregate deficit now 17 points. Bounce pass to Allen, and the ball goes out of bounds. Allen thinking it was going to be his team's possession, but the referee said it went off of him, so Lacey comes out. We're going to see Stipchevich come into the game. Stipchevich has had a hot hand of late. Lacey stays in the game, in fact. Sacchetti. And inside to a wide open Ledeca, but he missed the alley-oop. He follows it up. Nobody was there from CEZ Nymburk. Well, that was an easy one with the follow. Wojtek Ruban. Now Allen. Goes behind his back, pulls up for three. And Lacey with the rebound. Foul. The ball will be inbounded over here right in front of the bench from Dinamo Sassari. The foul on Ruban. Sanros almost forced the turnover. Lacey comes out to help. There's 8 on the shot clock. Lacey gets into gear, over to Sacchetti. Another 3 attempt from him off the front of the rim. Now Allen looks to make the outlet to Sanros. He gets it up ahead to Ruban, who has to bring it back out because Sacchetti was in his way. Now Simpson drives in, puts it up over Ledeca. Diamond Simpson trying to get in the flow here. And now the reach and the turnover. Good steal by Sanros. And the quick pass again to Simpson, and he gets the foul. He will go to the line for a potential three-point play. Well, that was just all Howard Sanros. Reaches in, knocks it away. Then the no-look pass from Allen to Simpson, and Simpson just goes straight and directly with the rebound. Excuse me, with the foul. So we've got timeout on the court. Let's go down to the benches and listen to the coaches.
We have only one problem. We are not going back in transition defense. They are going every time they up. They are playing with 4 players low. We have to go back
So far so good, you'd have to say, for CEZ Nymburk. They've been able to cut into the deficit and give themselves a chance here, but they've got to sustain it. Simpson at the line. Now look at the aggregate score. Suddenly down to 15 points. So dangerous time here, and that's a missed opportunity for Simpson. Lacey brings it up. And hands it off to Derkele. Now Stipcevic. He's been averaging about 15 points for the last 3 Basketball Champions League games. Gets inside, misses. And now Welsh, well, they almost didn't come down with it. Eugene Lawrence into the game now, wearing the headband. And kind of drifts in, takes the shot. Stipcevic finds Lacey. Ryan Allen gambling a little bit. Now Sacchetti comes out and is fouled by Welsh. Welsh, the veteran, clearly bumped him, and he's going to come out of the game. Chris is in the game with 31. Welsh has been around, hasn't he? 37 years of age. Duško Savanovic has checked into the game, and he misses that shot. Now St. Ross pushes it quickly up the floor. And you can see how they really do try to open it up, to try to create some lanes to drive. Here's St. Ross. Bounce pass to Simpson, and he goes up and draws the foul. And that was just beautiful basketball. Look at St. Ross. Takes the D. Olaseni, the Lawal pulls over, tries to get in his way. And here's Simpson at the line where he just missed a free throw, but he makes that attempt. And now the aggregate deficit is just 14 points. But misses the second. So Simpson having some problems at the free throw line, and it's not surprising. Shot 46.2% from the line during the regular season. (18 of 39 is what he had shot coming into this, including the last game. And now a foul. Chris fouls Savanovic. Stipcevic passes inside to Lawal, and Lawal goes up and puts it up and in. So that kind of stops the rot. And Dinamo Sassari getting back to a 6-point deficit in the game. Lawrence puts up the jumper, much better from him that time, facing the basket. And you can see it is an approach from CEZ Nymburk that they like to come out and really open this game up, play fast and furious. How can they do it for 40 minutes? That's the question. Petrobenda's in the game now. Savanovic puts up the baseline jumper, and St. Ross goes up, and there's a foul down low called on Lawal. Here's Savanovic again. So it was that time Benda had good position, and Lawal has to go to the other end, and they're already in the bonus. So it's an opportunity for Nymburk, who are having problems at the line. I mean, if they could make their free throws, they'd have this deficit already down to 11 points, down to 10 points, in fact. And Benda misses both. So, boy, the free throw game is just so important, isn't it? Jump shot from Carter, no good. Lawrence, Sambros. Lawrence passed up the three. And traveling is the call on the point guard. So 2 straight trips here. And nothing. Now Holt has checked into the game for the first time here for Nymburk. Lowell going right at Benda, puts it up, and that looks like a mismatch. Allen had a little bit of a double team. Now Carter reaches in, forces a turnover, and it'll be Dinamo Sassari ball. So much better from Dinamo Sassari this time. They kind of turn the tables. Apply the D and force the turnover. Great play by Carter. Carter for three. Oh, and then Savanovic just took the ball away, saved it in bounds to Stipcevic. Boy, great play by Duško Savanovic. Stipcevic passes to Savanovic, and he scores with a reverse layup. And Ginsburg needs to call a timeout because all of a sudden his team has lost the initiative. And that physicality element that we talk about with this Dinamo Sassari team, they seem to be upping it just a little bit here at the end of the quarter. Let's go to the bench and hear what the coach has to say.
In offense, I want best offense. Feel side, circle. Ball inside to Duško. Hey, after first dribble, we come. Okay? After first dribble, we come. When the dribble is inside. Dribble in, we are not come.
See the field goal percentages for both teams. 4 of 12 for Dinamo Sassari, 3 of 7 for CEZ. So as you look at some highlights, Martin Krija has come off the bench, and I'm not sure it's really worked for Nymburk defensively. And you can see Allen's reaction after that basket. So Nymburk tried to get the momentum back. Holt runs over to the right. Lawrence hands it off to Simpson, and Simpson scores. Benda, his first 2. He had Holt open in the right corner. I thought he might pass it out to him, but he elected to keep it inside. Now the pass to Savanovic. Welsh back in as well. Holt. Carter. And off the rim, but the follow, and Lowell, boy, he was up there. Almost had the putback. Gonna try to hold it for the last shot, and they will. Lawrence pulls up for 3, and missed it badly. So that is the end of the first quarter, and CEZ Nymburk, they really got on top. They pulled the aggregate score down to 14 points. They could have got down to 10, but now their lead has been cut to 17-11 in this game, and they still got a lot of work to do against Dinamo Sassari. So the shooting percentages early on, Nymburk 50% inside the arc. They've hit a couple of threes. Rebounding, those 4 offensive rebounds for Dinamo Sassari is sounding the alarm bells for Nymburk, and especially Lawal. He's been very active. Nymburk have those 4 turnovers. And from that first stat that we saw as well, the free throw shooting has been problematic for the home team. They're 3 of 7. Benda missed a couple, and Simpson has missed 2 as well. So if they're making their free throws, Dinamo Sassari, meanwhile, have yet to attempt one. And they're just 1 of 6 from the arc. So, can it be done? Well, of course it can if you're a Nymburk fan, because you saw the flashes there early on, but also if you're a Dinamo Sassari fan, you have to be encouraged when you see plays like this, getting the ball down low when you're struggling, go with your athleticism, and you can't say enough about Savanovic. I mean, he came out and really just kind of stole the ball after it was rebounded on the defensive glass, and before he fell out of bounds, he passed it back inside, passed it back into his teammate, and Dinamo Sassari ended up scoring on that play. I can't imagine Allen would be out of the game too long for CEZ Nymburk. There's Ruban over to Holt. Now Lawrence, bounce pass, Benda. And Benda just tickles the twine. Back to a 14-point deficit on aggregate. 19-11, Nymburk in the lead. Steptovic misses. Holt passes it up to Eugene Lawrence, and it wasn't so much a pass as a tap, but he saw his teammate had raced ahead, and now the aggregate deficit is just 12 points for Nymburk. And an uneasy feeling without question over on that Dinamo Sassari bench. Savanovic, he is pushed by Welsh. Look at Stipcevic. That was good hustle from Holt to tap it to Lawrence, who released early. This was at the other end, and Savanovic did a good job of getting around Welsh, who then put his left hand on Savanovic and picked up the foul. Well, I tell you what, good longevity for Welsh, isn't it? 37 years of age. He's played in the NBA for several years. Cleveland, Boston. He's played in Spain, and here he is in the Czech Republic, still playing at a high level. Pump fake from Savanovic. He did not get it off in time. That was a good attempt by Savanovic, but it was just too late. So another opportunity. Can they get it down to 10 or even 9? Lawrence hands it off to Benda. Lawrence again hands it off to Benda. They get it over to St. Ross. St. Ross drives in and earns a trip to the free throw line. Carter's like, I'm D'ing up. I'm just playing good D. But the foul called on him. Yeah, he got him reaching in with his left hand. So St. Ross, who's been very impressive, is going to the free throw. Trevor Lacey's going to come back in. Another missed free throw for CEZ Nymburk. "26 years of age." Interesting player. And for all the good that he's done, he's missed a couple more free throws. And that is starting to become the Achilles heel of this team in this game. Holt reaches in and commits the foul on Lowell. So Benda's missed a couple. St. Ross has missed a couple at the stripe, the charity stripe. And Simpson has missed 2. Savanovic battling down low. And St. Ross. Stipčević pulls up and drains the jump shot just about 10 centimeters behind the stripe, charity stripe. Back to a 14-point lead on aggregate for Sassari. Ruban over to Lawrence. Oh, shifty move from Lawrence. And that, he was keeping that passing option open as he looked up, as he went up rather. And in the end, he's like, nobody's going to guard me. I'm just going to shoot it. And the foul, CEZ Nymburk on Lawrence. So Holt leaves the game and Allen comes back in. Lacey gets it inside to Savanovic, who again turns right, drives and lays it up and in. And I think defensively Benda is struggling against the opposition down low. Lawrence, pump fake, gets it to Benda. Oh, nice play once again by Lawrence. He is really pulling the strings. And Benda, who just got abused on defense, comes right back and makes up for it on offense. And now the offensive foul. Oh no, it's a foul called on Lawrence for holding. Benda's going to come out. Simpson's going to come back into the game. They've been right around a 10-point lead here in this game. That's the second foul on Lawrence. So the question is, can Nymburk get it even closer? The crowd has really yet to get rocking here, making a little bit of noise. And they could really do with a little bit more crowd noise. Stipčević fakes, gets inside, hangs, puts it up, and once again, Stipčević, he has that ability to create shots, just create for himself. Allen goes up, and this time Savanovic saw the pass going inside to Simpson and just took it away. Boy, Savanovic has been outstanding in this game. Now he catches it down low. Savanovic goes up, and oh, he just puts it up off the glass and in. And look at the bench cheering for their Serbian star, Savanovic. He's got 6 points, but he is really making an impact in other ways. Look at this. Lacey over to Bell, and then Bell, nice bounce pass, and Savanovic says, I got this. Turns, puts it up off the glass, and in. Ginsburg takes the timeout.
When we get the ball deep, we need to come the closest man we come. Okay?
Lyndon Lawrence each with 6 points. St. Ross with 5.
Next offense, I want them to go inside. Dusko. Hey,
And Savanovic now with 6 points.
For you. Okay, you have it. You make this screen, Dusko.
Quite a luxury to have players like Savanovic and Stipčević coming off the bench for Dinamo Sassari. And you have to wonder maybe if this Dinamo Sassari team is just getting better and better. I mean, they've got some good players you know, it's a strong team when you also consider Carter has come off the bench tonight, as well as Lowell. Is this a team that could potentially go all the way in the Basketball Champions League? And they have been picking up the aggression, and it shows on the scoreboard. The lead over Nymburk is now 16 on aggregate. And now the miss, and the ball goes to Savanovic. So twice they've kind of weathered the storm by Nymburk, and they seem to have regained control. They don't have the lead, and I'm guessing they're not really thinking about the aggregate score out there. And David Bell hits the three, and that, my friends, is a dagger. 25-22, and it just goes to show the mountain that Nymburk has to climb. All the good work. St. Ross puts it up off the front of the rim. St. Ross thought about putting it up over Lacey. He's going to put it up, and he's going to miss it again. So a couple of misses from St. Ross, who hails from Havana, Cuba. Stichovic, that was his first foul. You can see him holding off Welsh as Welsh tried to get in. Well, Savanovic comes out. I'd say he's been the pick of the players so far for Dinamo Sassari. Good to see him back at top form. Ruban for three. Runs out. Battle for the board, and Tao Ledeka comes down with the basketball. Lacey spins, gets in, hands it off to Ledeka. Blocked, rather, by St. Ross. The referee was going to call a foul there. Now Welsh goes right at David Bell, and that kind of like stops the bleeding a little bit for Nymburk as they get it back to 27-22. Sacchetti, and down low, the foul called. Posting up goes back over to Nymburk. Welsh takes the bump, and Sacchetti raises his hand up, says that was me. Now Lawrence, pump fake. He had Lacey off his feet, but not going to be a good shot. Didn't have his feet set. Now he's going to drive in, hands it off to Simpson. Simpson goes up with the left hand, gets it to roll in. Boy, Lawrence is just so tough when he is going to the basket. And that forces a timeout here from Dinamo Sassari. Look at him. He's a pass-first point guard, but he's not afraid to shoot it himself. And here was Simpson, showing us that left hand once again.
Hey, listen to me. Yanni, yes. When you receive the ball, if you can attack, you attack. If not, remember Triboletto. And the guys go for Triboletto. If there is not this triangle, remember, play ISO between.
Savanovic has the 6 points. Lawal leading the way on the boards with 5 rebounds. For Sassari, for Nymburk, it's Simpson now with 7 after that last basket. He also has the team high 4 rebounds. Lawrence has the team high 4 assists. Stipčević inbounds the ball to David Bell. And Dinamo Sassari, over the final 3 minutes of the first half, will try to claw back that deficit and increase their aggregate lead. Lawrence almost came up with a steal. Now the pass down low, and Lawal too hard. Simpson, oh, shot clock expired because the Lawal attempt only hit the backboard. Now Lawrence. Ruban for 3. Simpson may have got away with a push there. Simpson goes down, gets it, is able to throw it out to Lawrence, who drifts in, passes it back. Welsh now passes up the jumper, puts up the runner, but they're going to call a charge. Well, they had a few bites at the cherry there and still didn't get any points. Good job from Lacey drawing the charge. Bender gets the instructions from the coach and comes back in. And Welsh has to go to the bench with his 3rd foul. I think probably more than anything defensively that hurts them, because he seems to know how to contain the big fellas down low. It could be they'll be a little bit more vulnerable. Here's Trevor Lacey, and he's fouled by Ruban. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Ruban picks up his 2nd foul. The fouls accumulating, and you know, the 3 of 9 attempts. I mean, 6 missed free throws for Nymburk, and this is the first free throw attempted all night by Dinamo Sassari, and they make it. Trevor Lacey makes both. So Lacey takes it back up to a 17-point aggregate lead. As Allen's going to fly in, he's going to put it up off the glass, and he comes down hard, and they're going to stop play, and he's writhing a little bit as if did he hurt his side or his wrist? I think he's telling the coach he could stay out there, but watch this. Looked like maybe he might have a 3-point play opportunity. He took it up. I think there might have been enough there to call that, but he did a good job anyway of just getting the layup. Says, you can't stop this. Oh yeah, boy, he came down hard on his backside. That's what it was. Yeah, he needs a little bit of time. Well, that's an aggressive move, and you got to tip your hat to him for going hard to the basket. You got to lay it all out on the line right now. Your team is down on aggregate. Remember, it's the 2 scores combined over the 2 games. Dinamo Sassari winning the first game of this playoff qualifier by 22 points. So a lot of work to do for CEZ Nymburk. David Bell puts up an air ball. So another opportunity keep saying that for CEZ Nymburk. And it's those missed opportunities at the free throw line which have really hurt them, I think, more than anything else. Brian Allen looks like he's okay out there. He'll probably be sore when he goes back to the locker room at halftime. Lawrence, beautiful move, just didn't finish, but gets the rebound. And now he's got it in the corner. Goes baseline, makes a beautiful pass to Brian Allen. Simpson with the rebound. And Simpson, and he has made the shot, and they've called the foul, incredibly. And you can see that Pasquini thought he had traveled. Watch this. And he may, well, you might have to say it was a tough call that went against Dinamo Sassari, but you have to tip your hat to Simpson. He made that shot kind of falling away. I'll let you be the judge on the replay if you felt like he tried. And they haven't been this close in a while. They've got it now to a 13-point deficit on aggregate. Simpson is at the free throw line where he's had his struggles all season long, including tonight. But the lead now for Nymburk is 9 points in this game. Krish is Paterka's come into the game, number 13. And once again, Simpson misses, but Dinamo Sassari were in the lane too early. So another opportunity for Nymburk, and it's really getting the coach upset over there on the visiting sideline. Simpson misses, and this time a foul has been called. And you know the frustration there for Simpson. Paterka picks up his first foul. And boy, it's incredible how much a game can change. The opportunities, the free throws. You miss, you had a couple of chances there to complete the three-point play. He doesn't. And on the second missed free throw there, or the second attempt rather, that he was given, they commit the foul. So Savanovic goes to the other line and has a chance to get it right back, but he misses the first free throw. He's such a great player, Savanovic. Makes one of two. Brian Allen. Over to Holt, who's come in. Ooh. Holt goes baseline and puts it up and in. Look for a moment there, maybe he pushed off on Savanovic. When Savanovic went down, well, that gets it back to a 12-point deficit. And this is as close as they've been. 12-point deficit on aggregate. They lead it by 10 in the game. Stipchevich drives in, doesn't get it to go. And Paterka with the rebound. Now Hruban will hold it for one. And, if CEZ Nymburk can get a basket here, you'd have to say they've done what they've needed to do in the first half. Allen flies in, puts it up, and doesn't make the shot. He's telling the referee he got popped on the head. But the appeals fall on deaf ears as CEZ Basketball Nymburk leading it 35-25 at halftime. So Sassari and Nymburk just 2 3-pointers for each of those teams. The free throw agony for Nymburk is a real killer. Just 3 made free throws from all those attempts. And Nymburk really started to take control of the boards there. And that helped them, they've got those 12 assists. Lawrence has really been dishing them out left, right, and center. And, the biggest problem really for this Nymburk team in this first half has been the inability to make their free throws. They are 3 of 10 at the free throw line, And that's the type of percentage that will get you beat in most basketball games. Simpson has 9 points, 6 rebounds, but he is just 1 of 4 at the free throw line. And Savanovic has been terrific. He's got a steal, as does St. Ross. St. Ross also with the block. And Savanovic has a team high 7 points overall. Good effort from Nymburk, but not quite good enough at this stage. So stick around for the second half, folks. It's a lot. There's still a long way to go here for Dinamo Sassari to punch their ticket to the round of 16. They lead it they trail 35-25 in this game, but still have a substantial lead on aggregate. 35-25 is the lead for CEZ Nymburk at halftime over Dinamo Sassari. They came into this second leg of their playoff qualifier against the Italian club trailing by 22 points. So they've shaved 10 points off that deficit, but still 12 points to get it back to level terms. And so obviously they're aiming to outscore their opponents tonight by 13 points in the second half. But Dinamo Sassari, while they've had their struggles on the road, they've seemed to be able to stem the tide. They just haven't been able to stem it completely. And, you know, so this is a dangerous time for them. You would expect them to come out strong in the second half. And look at both Stipčević and Duško Savanović really showing some leadership here at the start, or right before the start of the second half. Saying this is our opportunity, guys. You know, we had a 22-point lead in the first leg. We've got to play right now like it's tied. I mean, we've got to go out and really play hard because we don't want to give these guys any chance to believe they can come back and win the game. Diamond Simpson has been good. He's got the 9 points, and he's also got 6 rebounds, but he has had some struggles at the free throw line. But so is everybody else from the CEZ Nymburk team. They're 3 of 10 at the line. If only they could hit their free throws and maybe a couple more three-pointers, they'd be right where they want to be. As it is, they've still got somewhat of a mountain, maybe not a mountain, but a huge hill to climb. The prospect of this Sassari team getting hot from three-point range has to worry Ronan Ginsburg. He knows they can hit some threes. They hit 13 in the first game. So it could be that the Sardinian team is going to come out and light it up in the second half or in one of these quarters, and that could be good night Irene for this CEZ Nymburk team that won 10 of its 14 regular season games. They would have started as the favorites in this playoff qualifier tie, but it's Dinamo Sassari that really grabbed the tie by the scruff of the neck, winning the first one by 22 points a couple of weeks ago. So they're looking to finish the job here tonight. Eugene Lawrence, longtime player at Nymburk. He's played well in the first half. From an efficiency standpoint, the 2 best players have been Simpson and Lawrence, both at +10. Ruban's been -2. So it's Dinamo Sassari that start proceedings here in the second half. And down low, Simpson's going to have to guard Lawal, who turns into Ruban, and Ruban picks up another foul. So he's got 3 fouls now, Ruban, no points, 1 rebound. Not a stat line that you're going to mail home to the family. In any event, the ball turns over, goes back over here to CEZ Nymburk. So a missed opportunity. That foul on Lowell. I think they'd like to get him out of the game if they could. He's a very physical player. Simpson doing a good job down low. And that time, Ruban came and helped from behind. Now, St. Ross bounce pass to Simpson. Boy, tough play to Simpson. How did he come up with that ball? Gets it out to Lawrence, and Lawrence hits the three-pointer. And now the aggregate lead is in single digits for Dinamo Sassari. And that was huge. You know that CEZ Nymburk want to come out strong here at the start of the second half. Trevor Lacey, Mike Stipčević come out and knock in a 3, or Siketti. He's left open. It's online, and it was just a little short. Now Howard St. Ross almost turned it over to Brian Allen, and he had a wide open look. Boy, that would have brought the house down. Stipčević. Down to the corner to Lacey. And Lawal was pushed. This time the foul called on Simpson. And I like the approach by Pasquini. I mean, you can see that Lawal's a big, strong, low post man, and he's a lot to handle. Certainly one-on-one. And Simpson that time picks up the foul. But CEZ Nymburk have to start believing they've got a real chance here. They've cut it, the aggregate deficit, to 9 points. Can they get another stop and go down and score again? Well, they've already missed the one opportunity to do that. Stipcevic misses. The ball knocked over to Allen. He gets it to St. Ross. Thought about the three. Nope, he's going to bring it back out. And Allen drifts in, misses for the second time in a row. Now Stipcevic. Bounce pass to Sacchetti, drives in and draws the foul. Is he going to get free throws? I think he will. CEZ Nymburk had their opportunities. And Allen, I'm not sure about his second shot there. Certainly the wide open three, you almost have to take it. Now Dinamo Sassari seemed to, maybe it's this end of the court. Seems like nobody can make a free throw at this end. Boys, Sacchetti has hit some big shots this season for Dinamo Sassari. Oh, he misses a couple of free throws. That is a real let-off for CEZ Nymburk. Lawrence, he's already popped 1 3. He's going to drive in. He's going to pass it back out to Hurban. He's going to, instead of taking the shot, get it to St. Ross. St. Ross drifts in, and the reach and the foul. So free throws for St. Ross. Now, St. Ross, remember, missed his 2 free throws. Or sorry, he missed 2 of his 4 free throws in the first half. And Derkele, nope, the foul was called on Sacchetti. This is what I find fascinating about these European basketball ties. You know, the first game is basically the first half. This is the second half. And Nymburk are, sure enough, now trailing by just 7 points. And it is a very, very nervous time for that man. Who would want to be in his shoes? Pasquini. Trevor Lacey. Over to Derkele. He misses from 3. And now quickly to Eugene Lawrence, and he puts it up and in. And now Nymburk have gone up 42-25, and they have cut the aggregate deficit to just 5 points. And you know, the folks back in Italy watching this game must be thinking, how in the world could we be up 22 points after the first leg and we're sweating this one out? But that is the case. And let's go to the bench. Coach Pasquini. Field goal percentage, look at that. 60% for CEZ Basketball Nymburk. 40% for Dinamo Sassari.
You go now against. Let's go. Diamond. 1, 2, 3. Watch the spin. You know the double up coming from the top. You will spin to baseline. Make sure,
Well, Dinamo Sassari suffered, as you look at Lawrence starting things off here for his team in the second half with the three-pointer. That was important. They did suffer a couple of heavy defeats during the regular season on the road. They lost by 20 at Ike Athens, 78-58. And then they lost 100-70 at Besiktas. Now, might they have a similar fate here tonight? And Pasquini decides to put in Savanovic, and he stops the bleeding. I think Savanovic, the way he's played tonight, he has to be on the floor as much as possible. Brian Allen for 3. Simpson follows up. Well, Allen was open in the corner, and Lawal goes up strong, and Ginsburg has to call a timeout, and that is a great timeout. And boy, it doesn't take long to swing the momentum, doesn't it? Savanovic and then Lawal, and I'll tell you what, that is a mismatch written all over it. They got the switch. Ruban covering Lawal. He's never going to win that one. And look at Lacey. He's feeling a little bit better right now. He's like, that's how we do it, guys.
In offense, it's not important in the play zone. Go now up. Okay? Up. All right? No. That's even so. Motion. Motion. Go. Okay? Now.
Lawrence with 11 points. Simpson 9. St. Ross with 7.
See, all the time is open. We have open shot. You have open shot. Take the motherfucker. Okay? Let's go.
Apologies for the colorful language there from Ginsburg. It's just suffice it to say, if you've got the open shot, take it. So that's why Brian Allen is taking the open shot. Eugene Lawrence has averaged 8.4 points per game this season in the Basketball Champions League, so he's really come out on a mission. Maybe he's a little bit ticked off that he wasn't in the starting lineup tonight. So back to a 10-point lead on aggregate here for Dinamo Sassari. Lawrence pulls up. It's on line. Nope. Just off the back of the rim. Wow, what effort from Simpson, the former St. Mary's College star. Certain Matthew Dellavedova would be proud of that effort there, the former St. Mary's man. Here's Simpson inside. Gets it to go in. Back to an 8-point deficit on aggregate. Remember, look at the green on that graphic. That is the aggregate score line. That is the score that really matters in all of this. Oh, what a play from Lawal. Terrific recognition of the situation from both Pasquini and Dinamo Sassari. Get it to Lawal and let him go to work. Now Simpson. Oh, he answers down low. Nice little jump hook. Boy, Simpson. You got to really applaud his effort tonight. Look at them scrapping down low. It's a tough one for the referees, isn't it? And Lacey, well, he saw that Simpson wasn't going to be there because he was trying to keep Lawal out of the low post, and then quickly to the other end. Allen puts it up and draws the foul. Boy, he was lightning getting to the other end. Has a chance to cut the deficit to 7. Look at this. This is where he excels. Get him in the open floor and just let him go. '24-year-old guard Brian Allen. And shot is good. Gets it back to 7 points now. George Mason University, Brian Allen. The Patriot League. And now the good defense, the turnover by Allen. Yuri Welsh back in, crosses midcourt. Remember, Welsh has those 3 fouls that he picked up in the first half. Allen is open. He is catching fire, and so are CEZ Nymburk. What a turnaround. What a difference 2 weeks makes. And Pavel Prmpula, the Czech international, not able to play tonight for Nymburk, cheering on from the sidelines. Trevor Lacey on his bounce pass. Boy, he got lucky. He was trying to get it to Tau Ledeka, and it went off of the leg of a Nymburk player. But right now, it's Allen who's got the hot hand. And I'll tell you what, folks, if he gets it going, look out. Long three that time from Dinamo Sassari. Stipčević, he's been quiet offensively, so maybe he's going to start waking up. Allen Back over to Lawrence for three. Good! Boy, they are really smoking hot right now, both of these teams. And the way it's going, and that was a great recognition from Allen to pass it over to Lawrence. And it's back to a 4-point lead for Dinamo Sassari on aggregate. They trail by 18 in the game. Fascinating. Lacey. Now Savanovic. He drives in, puts up a tough shot and makes it. He has been utterly immense tonight. 12 points for Savanovic. Allen left open, good! Goodness gracious, he's taken over the game. He's got 14 points. Memories of the 35-point explosion against Bakken Bears coming back. Now Stitrovic puts up a three. Ledecka with the rebound. Savanovic open, and it's too far. I think Dinamo Sassari might need another TO. Their lead is just 3 points on aggregate. Allen, don't give him any space. He's got some. And they live to tail the tale. Dinamo Sassari's Bell brings it across midcourt. Bounce pass to Ledecka. Ledecka drives in, misses. Eugene Lawrence. And the foul up high. And boy, I think CEZ Nymburk would have settled for this position before the game to be down only 3 points on aggregate with 13 minutes to go. And it just seems like as Diamond Simpson goes over and takes a well-earned breather, this is a crucial moment in the game with Simpson out and Benda back in. St. Ross takes the bump and misses the shot. David Bell now, and Dinamo Sassari need some offense from somebody, and it's gonna be swatted. Allen gets the block. He's doing everything. And then Ruban has the ball go off of his foot, goes back over. He's having a nightmare tonight, folks. Look at this. Allen is just, not only is he scoring points, but he's going up and saying, "Not in this house, young man." Boy, Allen has just been electric. He was missing a few shots early on, but he's really caught fire. He's up to, seems like he's got more than 14 points. And Bendel with the rebound. Welsh. Well, if the man is feeling it, you got to get him the rock. Here's Ruban. And good drive from Ruban, but the foul called before. Savanovic has the foul. So Ruban back to the free throw line. He has yet to score in the game and still cannot make a free throw. He's now 0 for 3. Excuse me. That's his first free throw attempt. So he's missed that free throw. He's got no points. He makes the second. Maybe that'll get him going. Cuts the deficit on aggregate to 2. The lead is 20. Unbelievable. Lacey drives in. They're going to count it. What a play from Trevor Lacey. Got the defense on his back. Then Benda kind of slid into him, made the contact. And that is a huge play from Trevor Lacey. A real momentum swinger. And Lacey, who has played exceptionally well of late. Had a terrific first game between these two teams. And the corner to Holt. And Holt gets it to go down. That was a 3. And that gets it back to a 2-point game on aggregate. Now Bell a little bit out of control. Now Holt explodes over to Ruban. Brian Allen, oh, he's just gonna go hard to the basket, and he's gonna have it taken away by Bell. Well, it looked like good defense there. Great no call by the ref. Stichevich comes back in for David Bell. Tell you what, we're talking about Trevor Lacey in that first game. He had 18 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. I mean, he had a phenomenal game. He's coming out tonight playing some big minutes. There's Holt, drives in, and Trevor Lacey reaches in. Thought he had all ball, but the foul has been called. Pasquini saying there was a travel, but you're not going to win that one. Look at this. See if he travels. Woo! You can see why they wanted the travel. And the free throw is good. The free throw is good. And now just a 1-point lead on aggregate for Dinamo Sassari. Well, Frauport's Skyliners' dream is over. They've been blown out by Pinar Karsiaka. 72-52. So they lost that one by 10 points on aggregate. What's going to happen in this one? Savanovic. Oh, he takes a difficult shot. And Josh Carter got the rebound, but then good hands from Welsh, forces the turnover. Then Holt just kind of fumbled the ball away. Final 35 seconds, frantic 30 seconds of the third quarter here in front of us. Lacey, and Lacey called for the travel. This is what it's all about, folks. I certainly lucked out tonight to be able to call this game. If you just looked at the score from the first game, you would have said, no way does CEZ Nymburk have a chance in this. But again, it's all about 2 halves of basketball. The first half is the first game that was played at Dinamo Sassari. They won that one by 22 points. And right now, they're losing by 21 points on the road at CEZ Nymburk. And this would be a difficult pill to swallow if they were not to win this tie. They're going to have to dig deep here. And boy, don't we know that Dinamo Sassari have played some close games this year. They have won some close ones, and they've lost some close ones. And in fact, they've lost 2 games at the buzzer beating 3-pointers. Eugene Lawrence drives in, but that was before the shot. Nevertheless, Eugene Lawrence goes to the line with a chance to put his team in front on aggregate. And boy, Lawrence has been terrific. Probably from start to finish has been the best player of Nymburk tonight. Somebody has really got to step up here for Dinamo Sassari. They're in trouble. They're on the road. Ruban takes a seat. Benda back out there. Probably you gain offense with Benda, but you lose defense from Ruban. And we are tied on aggregate, folks. 64-42 is the lead for Nymburk in this second leg. He is well above his season average. And there you have it. CEZ Nymburk have taken the lead in the tie. Late in the third quarter, 12.6 seconds remaining. They're on top 65-42. What is it about this arena, this hall, that makes them such a tough team to play? They haven't lost there all season in the Basketball Champions League. David Bell looks to create a shot and just fumbles it away. and they're not even getting a shot off at the end there. So CEZ Nymburk have still got work to do, folks, but they couldn't be any happier, that's for sure. They have taken the lead in this tie, and it's anybody's game right now. Look at that. I mean, that is just complete domination. 17-11 first quarter, although Dinamo Sassari kind of like stabilized things, and they got it back to 12 points at halftime, and here they are. They have taken the lead. Look at the rebounds, 32-22. That is huge. They're sharing the ball, 19. Listen to Pasquini.
The key is, give one side. Now they are scoring every time. We have only this way for change the rhythm of this game. Go in 5 rebound and try to run every time. If we cannot run, remember, pick and roll, moving the ball, all opposed for each big man.
So look for Dinamo Sassari to run at every opportunity as they try to change the momentum of this game. And it's going to be a big ask for them here in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to dig deep, but I'll tell you what, Eugene Lawrence, I tip my hat to him. 16 points tonight, 8 assists. In fact, he's plus 23 efficiency. He has, without a doubt, been the player of the game tonight, although you also have to really tip your hat to Diamond Simpson for giving them that huge presence down low. And also Brian Allen came out tonight and really got hot in that third quarter. He's got 14 points now. He gave them a much-needed lift in that comeback. And St. Ross was like, can't believe we've done this. We've already taken the lead in the tie, and we still got 10 minutes to go. So how does CEZ Nymburk now play, now that they've kind of climbed the mountain? Are they able to continue to play, or are they going to change how they play? Now with the sense of urgency, how will this Dinamo Sassari team play? Well, St. Ross takes a 3, misses, and Trevor Lacey gets the rebound. And a little bit of miscommunication, and the ball goes back over to Ronan Ginsburg's team. Fascinating, you know, especially for the American players. They would not have experienced this type of game when they were growing up playing in America, because you just don't play home and away ties. It's a fascinating way to do it, in my opinion. I have to say, something to get used to if you're not accustomed to it, but once you do, it's really fun. And Brian Allen now misses a mid-range jumper, so that's a couple of misses here at the start of the fourth quarter for CEZ Nymburk. Savanovic takes it down low, stopped by St. Ross. Savanovic turns, puts up a tough shot, misses, but Lowell is there for the rebound and will earn a trip to the free throw line. But you look at the way that Savanovic is playing out there, and you know these guys earn their money. He takes the contact, and Lowell with an opportunity to put Dinamo back in front, but misses the first free throw. Well, free throw agony. Lowell only attempted 13 free throws before this game in the Basketball Champions League, so he misses the first one, makes the second one, and ties it on aggregate. He came in shooting just under 70% at the line. Lawrence goes behind his back, puts up a 3. And it's 3 consecutive trips now for CEZ Nymburk that have gone awry. The coach wanted to run it. He wanted to get out and break to try to change the rhythm of the game. Dinamo Sassari, they haven't been able to do it, but they nevertheless are looking more formidable. But that time, Stipchevich turns it over as St. Ross got inside. And the foul by Stipchevich to stop the break. Stipčević hasn't been at his best tonight. Seven points, 3 fouls now. Ross dribbles, guarded by DeVecchi. Now Allen. And Allen turns it over. Good defense once again. And now that is 4 consecutive trips down the floor where Nymburk have been denied. So Dinamo Sassari picking it up just a little bit on the defensive end. Both teams looking a little tired at this stage. Savanovic goes to his right and has the ball knocked out of his hands. Lawrence gets rid of it before the foul, and Stan Ross goes in for the two-handed dunk. An easy one. Great play by Lawrence once again to make the pass before he got fouled. And it was Allen that reached in and forced the turnover. And St. Ross, the man from Havana, flies in for the two-handed jam. Now Stipčević. And the foul called on Yuri Welsh. That is number 4 on Yuri Welsh. Well, the veteran, no question about it, raked Stipčević right across his right arm. They could really do with Stipčević erupting. He's going to put one up and misses badly. And now another foul called on CEZ Nymburk, who have the lead on aggregate by 2 points. Eugene Lawrence doing a little bit of lobbying over there. Lacey just kind of lost the ball as he went up. Now Lawrence, difficult moments for Dinamo Sassari. How are they going to be able to return home to Italy if they don't win this game? Or rather, if they don't win the tie on aggregate. They're not going to win the game unless it's an incredible comeback. There's Sassari called for the goal interference, goaltending. So Simpson, almost immediately upon re-entering the game, gets something else to go. Here it is again. It goes right at Lowell. And the lead on aggregate now 4 points for CEZ Nymburk. And Pasquini calls timeout.
David, go for check. Okay. Don't 3 up. 3 seconds. Hey, don't 3 up. 3 up.
Savanovic has 12 points to lead the way.
Be ready. I will go 50 hours. I give you now the minute you have to play defense. Hey, hey.
Well, they're in control of this game right now, aren't they? Look at them.
Shoot up. Now. Okay, be ready for the double team on Savanovic. Okay. On your man only there.
So Lawrence has not played better. I mean, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 4 rebounds, plus 25 efficiency, and a long way to go here in the fourth quarter. I mean, he could have some scary numbers. Here he is, dishing it and getting the last of those assists, and he's got a smile on his face. But they don't want to relax. They got to keep playing. You know, there's a lot of fight left in the dog of Dinamo Sassari, although there were some dejected looks. Somebody has to step up and make some plays. Just 4 of 18 from three-point range of Dinamo Sassari. Stipčević. Now down low. And Lowell's attempt off the glass, no good. And Dinamo Sassari in real trouble. Can they get something from their defense? Possibly. St. Ross. Remember, they've been out-rebounded tonight. Lawrence passes it out to Allen. Over to St. Ross, wide open 3, and Dinamo Sassari live dangerously. Lacey over to Bell. Bell gets a little bit of space at the line, misses. Battle for the ball. Lowell can't collect it. 5:50 remaining. Lawrence, boy, he just looks fresh out there, doesn't he? Puts up the jump shot, misses badly. Now David Bell. Can anybody make a shot for Dinamo Sassari? Maybe Lacey. Hasn't really uncorked any tonight from 3. Here he is right at the line. Good! Maybe that'll bring the good vibes back. Trevor Lacey, 9 points. Simpson out to Lawrence. St. Ross passes it. Bounce pass to Simpson. Takes the contact by Sacchetti and earns a trip to the free throw line. Well, he's tired, isn't he? A foul is called instead on Bell for the reach. Here it is. Oh yeah, he got him on the right arm. So Lawrence checks out of the game. Ruban checks back in. Ginsburg needs to be careful here. And Simpson misses the free throw with Lawrence out of the game. I think I would be tempted to leave him out there for the entire remainder of this game. And maybe he'll check back in after getting a quick breather. Simpson is able to make 1 of 2 at the free throw line and take the aggregate lead back up to 3, 142 to 139. Lacey, and good hands from St. Ross. Steals for him. He's going to drive all the way in, puts up a kind of a crazy shot, but Diamond Simpson is there for the offensive rebound and putback. And his numbers just keep getting better and better as well. Boy, it's getting to the point it's going to be hard to pick the player of the game. Diamond Simpson, 18 points, 10 rebounds. Quick pass down low. They're working on the perimeter. Allen, step back three-pointer. Welsh hits the ball out to Ruban. St. Ross fouled by Stipcevic. That is 3 team fouls on Sassari, and it's 4 personal fouls on Stipcevic. I have to say, you almost wonder if the exertions in the Coppa Italia are catching up with Dinamo Sassari. Maybe they're a little bit tired. Tuesday game, they played on Sunday. Long jump shot, no good. Penetration, and Ruban scores, putting it up off the glass and in. Stipcevic over to Lacey. It's now a 7-point aggregate lead for the home team. Savanovic gets in, misses. And it's starting to look like it's not going to be Dinamo Sassari's night. Three minutes and 14 seconds to go, and it has just been a nightmare performance for Dinamo Sassari. Down by 29 points. They are trailing by 7 on aggregate now. What a turnaround from the first leg. Dinamo Sassari in real trouble. St. Ross gets in the lane, puts it up, and draws the foul. Almost had a 3-point play opportunity. So they played in the Coppa Italia final 48 hours ago. Dinamo Sassari had a chance to win that. They lost to EA7 Emporio Armani Milano, and now they're in danger of having a humiliating exit from the Basketball Champions League. All in the space of 48 hours. And St. Ross makes it. And now the aggregate lead is 8. And where do we go from here, folks? How do you get over a disappointment like this? St. Ross makes another one. I mean, this has to be one of the most famous moments in CEZ Nymburk basketball history. Lacey over to Savanovic. And the foul before the shot. So Stipchevich had to leave the game. That was his 5th foul, so he's gone. Welsh now has picked up his 5th. He's out of the game. And just an amazing turnaround here for the Czech team. Look at the Czech CEZ Nymburk fans. And Dinamo Sassari really, I mean, they can hit some threes. Lacey certainly, and Bell, Savanovic. And maybe that's what they're going to have to start doing, looking for the threes. Lacey does lace them up and put up the three-pointer. Gives them a little bit of hope. Back to 6 points now, the deficit. We've seen some crazy things in the Basketball Champions League. Maybe we're about to witness something crazy here over the final 2.5 minutes. And the traveling call on St. Ross gives it right back to Dinamo Sassari. Crazier things have happened than teams coming back from a 6-point deficit on aggregate in the final 2.5 minutes. But look at the overall score in this game, 76-48. It's been a crazy tie. Lacey, he's just hit the 1-3. Is he just going to uncork another one? He's going to pass it to Savanovic. He thought about taking the 3. No, he's going to put it on the deck. He's going to drive in. He's going to hand it off to Ledeco. Goes up strong. And that gives it back to a 4-point deficit on aggregate. Good patience from Dinamo Sassari. I thought Savanovic was going to force it there, but Ledeco did a good job of finding some space. And you almost wonder if Eugene Lawrence will check back into the game here. And that's one of the reasons why they're calling the timeout for CEZ Nymburk. Wouldn't it be something if Dinamo Sassari won this game now? Quite simply, they've been to hell and back. I mean, they are not going to be a happy group of players heading back to Sardinia if they lose this game. But on the other hand, imagine if CEZ Nymburk don't win it, having come all the way back and gone in front.
You can also use this player. Okay?
Lacey with the 12 points and the 6 rebounds and the 4 assists, leading Sassari.
Move the ball and find the best shot and balance in defense. Now they are in trouble, so we have to play good defense now.
So they've led by as many as 9 points on aggregate, CEZ Nymburk. And right now, it's very nervous for them. That was St. Ross in the open floor getting the two-handed jam. And Diamond Simpson, what can you say about him? He's been tremendous tonight. 18 points, 12 rebounds. Allen. Where did CEZ Nymburk go for points now? Allen goes baseline over to St. Ross for 3. Good! Boy, that was a dagger. That was a dagger from the Cuban. $14 points for St. Ross. Lacey. Now to Ledeco, over to Bell. Bell not able to find any space to launch a shot. Devecchi puts up a shot, gets it to go. Boy, he really needed to get that one to go for Dinamo to stay alive. It's a 5-point deficit. The clock is very definitely the enemy now for Dinamo Sassari. 1:17 to go. Ruban. Bounce pass. What a play! They find Allen going baseline. Boy, well designed. And Allen high fives. Great play from Ruban. And Devecchi caught there. And Pasquini has to call timeout. Well, it has been a masterclass tonight from CEZ Nymburk. I definitely think playing the Coppa Italia final has taken its toll a little bit here on this Dinamo Sassari team.
If the ball goes to Dusko, Trevor cut, and we go for this cut. If the ball goes to Trevor, Trevor has the ball, pick and roll immediately to Tau, and use this triangle. Hey, don't give up.
Three-point shooting. Nothing to write home about for either team, really. Trevor Lacey has been a bright spot for Dinamo Sassari, but they haven't really been able to get him those open looks that he wanted. And really, when you see a play like that, and we've seen it a couple of times, CEZ Nymburk having the man come to the perimeter, go baseline, and score, kind of sneaking in behind the defense. Dusko Shabanovic. Lacey open for the corner. Good! Well, just like the coach said, and back to a 4-point game. Boy, that has breathed life into them once again. But they've got to get a stop, and they've got to get a rebound. Bell can't foul St. Ross. Pass over to Simpson. Allen now. And frees himself, puts it up, follows it up, and Ledeca with the rebound. He hands it off to Lacey. 4-point game on aggregate. Lacey goes up, missed the shot, but Ledeca there for the putback, and he is fouled. So free throws coming for Tau Ledeca with 26.6 seconds remaining. And I don't need to tell you that these are important, but boy, they are. This was Ledeca, and Simpson got a lot of ball there, but the foul was called. Ledeca shooting 77.4% from the line on the season in the Basketball Champions League, 24-31. Now is the time to make a couple for your team. And it's been that kind of game tonight for Dinamo Sassari. If you miss one of these free throws, you want it to be the second one, not the first. Although you want to make both of them. They have struggled at the line tonight, though. He makes the second, right at 50%. So it's a 3-point game, and a quick foul called. So Allen is the player that they have fouled. And Allen tonight has made his only free throw. And on the season, he's a good free throw shooter. Came in shooting 74.4%. So, but in this situation, it's a tough situation to make free throws. A lot of pressure. Allen says, no problem, no pasa nada. Rattles in the first one, takes it back to a 4-point lead. Already above his season average, as you can see. And boy, calmly sinks both of them and takes it back to a 5-point game. So 2-possession game. Trevor Lacey beats it up, gets it to David Bell, pump fake, good, the three! Back to a 2-point game. And now the foul, St. Ross has to go to the line and make some free throws. Boy, that was big time from David Bell. Look at this, calmly takes it from the right corner. And you can see the worried looks there, the nervous looks from the crowd. And then St. Ross was fouled. He wasn't able to get away from the defense, wasn't able to avoid the contact. Howard St. Ross I keep saying he's from Cuba. 6 of 8 at the free throw line tonight. He's been good. He did take one trip where he missed both free throws, but overall shooting 75% at the line tonight. And he came into this as a very good free throw shooter, hitting 83.9%. Now they are looking to see if he took a 3. You can't see it from there, so they can't overrule it. But the referee was right there, so looks like he stepped behind the line. It's close, but I still think you have to give him a 3 from that angle as well. Can't quite see it from there. Boy, this is a huge call. I think they're going to give him the 3. So I think on that evidence, you have to say it was a 3-pointer for Bell. So imagine if this CEZ Nymburk team had shot their free throws better in the first half, they'd be well on top in this game. As it is, they're shooting 64%. They've made 16 of 25. And Dinamo Sassari have made 6 of their 11 attempts at the line tonight. Remember, they cut the deficit, shaved 10 points off the deficit by halftime, and then they took the lead at the end of the third quarter on aggregate. And this, make no mistake about it, for the team that won the domestic cup in the Czech Republic, for CEZ Nymburk, this would be their most famous win of the season. I mean, not the game. They're going to win the game, but the most famous win because of the tie. Lacey again. This is David Bell, who's going to bring his right foot back. Can't quite see it there. So that took it to a 3-pointer. Chantal Julian over there, commissioner. Used to be a referee. And she's the commissioner for this game. And Zarapovic wants to make sure they get it right. Well, crazier things have happened, folks. I mean, in basketball terms, there's a lot of time left in this game. A lot of time, trust me. A lot of things can happen. And that man right there knows it, Ronan Ginsburg. He just wants it to be over. Not sure exactly what it is they're talking about. It's a clock issue. Smiles over there at the commissioner's table, so they seem to have got it right. You'd rather take your time to get it right than make a mistake. So just as a reminder, CEZ Nymburk lost the first leg in Sardinia to Dinamo Sassari by 22 points. Dead and buried? No. They have come back and they have taken the lead, and they are on the cusp of their most famous victory of the season. And they have a 2-point lead. And now St. Ross will go to the free throw line. So that was my mistake. They were not in the bonus yet. So with 14.8 seconds remaining, and the 4th foul picked up by Bell. And you'd like him to be on the court for his 3-point shooting if you're Dinamo Sassari, and St. Ross misses the first one. And aren't they hard to make at this time of the game? And doesn't he know it? And doesn't Ginsburg know it? Good free throw shooter. Now, if he makes this one, what will the strategy be? Will they foul so they can't take a 3? Yes, they are going to foul. They are not going to allow them to shoot a 3. And this is the problem They would rather put them on the line and let them cut the deficit to 1 point than give them a chance to tie it with a three-pointer. Now the question is, can Dinamo Sassari get open, avoid the foul, and attempt a three? They're going to foul him. They're going to let him take some time off the clock. And there, they called the foul. Whoo! That would not have counted, but it almost went in. And Ginsburg is saying, commit the foul, but let him bring it past midcourt before you commit the foul. Let him take another second off the clock. It's difficult to execute sometimes. Sacchetti comes out of the game. Ledeca comes back in. So Savanovic is in there. He's pretty crafty. And Lacey, I'm guessing, will definitely try to make both free throws. And make the first one he does. He could intentionally miss this one, but I don't think he will. I think he'll try to make it. 87.1% free throw shooter coming into this contest. And he makes both. No surprise there. Cuts the deficit to 1. And good defense. Oh, they turned it over. Incredible. Dinamo Sassari have a chance. A lack of execution on an inbounds play by CEZ Nymburk could cost them a spot in the round of 16. Now it's Dinamo Sassari that control their own destiny. And this is why you never give up, folks. You've got to play the entire 40 minutes. Dinamo Sassari have just been in one drama-filled game after another this season. Are they going to go back to Italy with their most famous win? On aggregate anyway, they're going to lose the game, but can they win it on aggregate? They can certainly go back in front here. And this is where you second guess fouling on the last possession. They get it to Savanovic. He goes baseline. He's fouled by Binda. Savanovic is going to go to the free throw line with a chance to put Dinamo Sassari back in front on aggregate. And Binda, we've talked about it, defensively maybe a step slow. Offensively, he brings it, but defensively, and now St. Ross is just probably going crazy inside his own mind, thinking about the turnover on the inbounds pass. And Ginsburg now looks like he's seen a ghost. Savanovic. These are two difficult free throws to take, and he makes the first one to tie it on aggregate. Incredible. It's party time almost in Sardinia. 5.5 seconds remaining. He's tied it. And listen, folks, if it's tied on aggregate at the end of regulation, we'll have overtime. Savanovic makes the second. Dinamo Sassari have the lead. St. Ross, CEZ Nymburk, they're going to need to hit a shot. He gets inside, he misses! Dinamo Sassari has stolen victory on the road in the most incredible finish you will ever see. They have lost the game on aggregate. Excuse me, they have lost the game, the second leg, but they have won it on aggregate. You just cannot believe what has happened. And St. Ross knows it. You have got to execute the inbounds pass. And he knows he is going to feel the weight of the loss on his shoulders for a long time. And Dinamo Sassari, frankly, folks, have just gotten a miracle. They have gotten a miracle. They have lost the game by 21 points on the road, but they have won the game on aggregate. You just never, ever know what's going to happen. You have got to finish the game, and CEZ Nymburk simply did not finish. And 21 points, the victory, how many times? But they have lost it by 1 point on aggregate. Look at the final stats there. And Eugene Lawrence wasn't getting many minutes there late. You have to wonder about that as you look at the overall. I mean, stats like this are kind of insignificant in the grand scheme of things, because it doesn't matter how badly they look for Dinamo Sassari. They've won the game on aggregate. Sure, they didn't play well, but they played just well enough to advance, and they can't quite believe it. I don't think anybody can believe it. Dinamo Sassari can't believe it. CEZ Nymburk can't believe it. Allen, Simpson, each with 18 points. Lawrence with 16 points. All you can say is that CEZ Nymburk had victory in their hands, and they let it slip away. And Dinamo Sassari, and you have got to tip your hat to David Bell, to Trevor Lacey. Trevor Lacey hit that crucial three, then he hit a couple of free throws. You had David Bell hitting a corner three. Boy, they had to review that, and they did, and they gave him the three-pointer. And then Savanovic, quite rightly, put the ball on the floor, went to the basket, got the foul from Benda, went to the line, made both free throws. Sent Ross, who had turned the ball over, throwing it out of bounds when he attempted to inbounds the ball, then drove the length of the court, had a chance to win it, but his layup attempt stayed out, and I can't believe what I've just seen, folks. I mean, it's so unusual to see a team get completely creamed. That's just Nymburk have tonight. As Dinamo Sassari have tonight, yet still win the tie on aggregate. And I dare say that at the famous church in Sassari tonight, there will be quite a few people going there. Certainly the Dinamo Sassari players will pay a visit to the chapel when they get back to say thanks for the miracle, because that is what they have received. And it's just one more, just further evidence of how incredible this competition has been this season. The Basketball Champions League has been utterly brilliant. Whenever Dinamo Sassari play, all bets are off. You don't know what's going to happen. They play in some crazy, crazy games, and we have just witnessed another one. Never has a 21-point blowout been so exciting. I think CEZ Nymburk would have settled for one of those St. Ross slams right at the end of the game. As it is, they have to settle for disappointment. They have lost the tie on aggregate. They came all the way back. They had the lead at the end of the third quarter, but they weren't able to put Dinamo Sassari away. And I think you also have to personally question, you always question it, whether or not you should foul late in the game. They did foul. He made both free throws, Lacey, and then CEZ Nymburk then had to inbound the ball, and they couldn't inbound the ball. And look at the celebrations. Those are incredible scenes. Look at that. That is the scene of getting out of jail right there. And they are still alive in the competition, and the look on Diamond Simpson's face says it all. We've let this one get away. And St. Ross is can't quite believe what's happened. Played well overall, but very bad turnover at the other end. So Pasquini, he kept his team focused, you know, and the players were able to do just enough right down the stretch, really in the final minute, to claim an improbable aggregate victory. They lost 84-63 on the second leg, but they have advanced, and that's all you need to know. So Dinamo Sassari advancing in this competition to the round of 16. Thanks for watching, folks. It's been a thriller.